Greetings. I'm Cyrus, the founder of the International Korean Martial Arts Federation and the founder of Shin HapGi. Now, the IKMAF, or the International Korean Martial Arts Federation, is an umbrella organization under which there are several practices, such as Jiu-Jitsu, which was my original art. Okay, and at this point I'm going to mention that I was as a young guy, I was under the tutelage of Professor Don Jacobs, founder of Untitled. And so there is that component. There is Taekwondo, you can say Hapkido, Chosun Kwanbap, Chen Tai Chi Chuan, Yin Fu Bagua Zhang, Kenjutsu, Oriental Medicine, law enforcement defensive tactics, and as a spiritual practice, the Dharma Vinaya. You would recognize that as Buddhism. Now those practices makes up what's under this umbrella of the IKMAF. More specifically though, I would like to bring your attention to Shin HapGi. Now, here is the logo for Shin HapGi. Basically, it's a willow tree showing the roots, the trunk, and the branches, which has significance in this practice, leaning against the wind, right? So Shin could be flexible mind, flexible spirit. HapGi is, of course, to join, energy joining, or when two things come together or merge. And Muye, of course, is the Korean iteration of martial arts, okay? All of those things I just mentioned, the Jiu-Jitsu, Taekwondo, Hapkido, Chosun Kwanbap, all of those things, etc., all of those things culminated in my personal expression of what I think the martial arts should be about as Shin HapGi. Now, the symbol used is the willow tree. The willow tree is I considered that as a great symbol because the willow tree has very strong root system, a very sturdy trunk, which is where all the knowledge comes from. There's three main roots, which of course is mind, body, and spirit, and the other three main branches of the art. And then you have the trunk, which is the bulk of this knowledge, and then you have the branches and the leaves, right? So I don't want to get into a detailed explanation of the willow tree, but suffice it to say, the symbol of it is that, even in a gale force wind, the tree will not break. It will go with the wind, but it will not break. It's flexible. If you put pressure on a branch, because of its flexibility, and you remove your hand, it will snap back with tremendous force, and that is illustrative of some of the principles in Shin HapGi. Now, Shin HapGi is divided into what I call three main sub-headings or categories. Of course, one is Muye, which is martial arts, which includes percussion, grappling, sword methods, use of different, when I say sword, I'm also talking about long swords, short swords, and daggers or knives of various length and what have you. And then the use of the staff, which can come in various lengths, short staff, medium length staff, and long staff. And then we have Oriental Medicine, that's the big broad category number one. Category number two is Oriental Medicine. And this theory and practice of Oriental medicine is important to inform the martial arts component of it, because these are all Asian arts. So learning the theory behind, say, acupuncture or Twina or Jiap or Amma or any one of those medical arts is also studied to a very great degree. You know, students of Shin, HapGi, by the time they reach what you would call black belt level, have to be able to demonstrate some competency in the theory and application of various modalities, with the exception of acupuncture itself, because you have to be licensed in just about every state in order to use an acupuncture needle. But everything else you will learn, okay? The next thing is of course, is the spiritual practice of Shin, HapGi, which is embodied in the study of Buddhism and Taoism. As an ordained Buddhist priest, I found that is an important thing to pull it all together, because we're living in a very chaotic world and full of division and hatred and what have you. So some form of spiritual practice to address what we're dealing with in modernity is an important practice as well. So I just wanted to take a few minutes and explain to you that Shin, HapGi is a very thought out, well put together practice and way of life. So you can feel free to, if you have any questions about what I just briefly covered, feel free to reach out to me here on my Facebook page, or you can reach out for me on my website. That's IKMAF.com. Okay? All right. Thank you. Namaste.